Happy holidays from ZNS TV 13.
Welcome back. This is World AIDS Day, a day of remembrance and education. This annual observance, launched in 1988, focuses on awareness and eradicating the virus and the stigma attached with the disease. Chairman of the Grand Bahama AIDS Awareness Committee, Minna Winters, says they aim to bring awareness to the entire community and the youth in particular. Meantime, committee treasurer Calvin Parker says discrimination continues to be a major issue here on the island of Grand Bahama.
Educating the public as to how important it is to abstain or use protection. Personally, I prefer young people, especially I'm referring to abstain. There's no need. But if there is something goes wrong, use protection, because right now it is indiscriminately. And that is not good. Because when you, as a young person, if you acquire AIDS, your future is locked. Your future is locked. So the young people there especially, do not engage in unprotected sex.
It's been our biggest challenge to try to get that level of stigma and discrimination to a minimum so that persons in the community can be comfortable. The medication is there, it's free, so persons are living longer. Persons are living healthier lives because they have access to this free medication. But once you say HI and everybody break off running.
Well, the theme this year is "The Time to Act is Now." Founding member Vivian Brathwaite says a number of initiatives are held throughout the year to raise funds for the campaign. Tonight, the committee is hosting an open mic night in the Port Lakai Marketplace.
We're having poetry reading and other entertainment. So we're asked, it's free of charge, it's open to the public, and geared especially towards high school students. So we're inviting all to come out. That's this evening at 6 p.m.
In other news, a local company teaming up with other stakeholders for a major initiative. Persons on this northern island who find themselves in peril stand to benefit. John Davis Roll explains.
Residents on the island of Grand Bahama will soon have an opportunity to be a part of an exciting initiative just in time for the holiday season.
I would like to donate $1 to the Dollars I Can.
Its name says it all. The unlimited possibilities your dollars can have when everyone gives to help those persons in need. President of Caribbean Paving Solutions, Atario Mitchell, says he's pleased that Kelly's Freeport, along with a number of stakeholders, have brought into the vision in support of a worthy cause.
The charity sale will be hosted at Kelly's. There will be a $5 donation to get in the store. All proceeds collected will go to support these charities. Upon entry to the store, persons will receive a raffle ticket to win a round-trip ticket for 2 persons along with a weekend stay at Super Club Breezes All-Inclusive Resort in Nassau. Additionally, Kelly's will be having a 25% store-wide sale.
Joseph Davel of the Grand Bahama Humane Society, along with the Rotary Club and Sawyer's Food Store, also among the organizations to benefit.
Friday, November 20th, there will be a silent auction held at 7 p.m. at the Pelican Bay Resort. The silent auction will be a time of eating, drinking, and bidding on some truly fabulous prizes. Of course, where 100% of all funds raised will support these 3 charities.
On the 4th of December, there's going to be a t-shirt day throughout Grand Bahama. Now, I would like to see every single Grand Bahamian sporting one of those t-shirts.
The Dollar That Could promotion team, the staff, and all of the charity supporters and volunteers will be positioned at various businesses and intersection, providing opportunities for every single person to give.
On behalf of Sandy Sawyer and Sawyer's Fresh Market and our team, we just want to say that we're honored to be able to participate in such a worthy cause, and we just want to remind the public to look out for the tins at the cash registers. Ask any of the managers, any of the cashiers where you can donate.
Joan Davis Roll, ZNS Network News.
Well, former principal of Hugh Campbell Primary School, Victoria Wright, honored this week by the institution that she has helped to build. Megan Shepard reports.
It was a day of love and celebration to honor Mrs. Victoria Wright for 47 years of service as an educator, and more specifically, 5 years as principal at Hugh Campbell Primary School. The Hornets welcomed Mrs. Wright back to say thank you for her contribution. The guest of honor, Mrs. Wright, says it was a pleasure to be back.
My years at Hugh Campbell were very successful years. There were challenges, but there were also a lot of successes and things to brag about. Hugh Campbell is a great school, and I came here after they would have had the same principal for 17 years, so I must make mention of her, Mrs. Betty McCartney, and say that I stood on her shoulders when I came and did my best to take Hugh Campbell to the next level.
District Superintendent Mary Cooper says that it was a great day to celebrate Wright for her dedicated and committed service to education and the youth of the Bahamas.
Miss Victoria Wright is an educator extraordinaire. She has done an excellent job, and I'm so happy that we've decided to come together and celebrate her most invaluable contributions to education.
The school's principal, Caroline Roll, says that they have been planning the day for months, and everyone was excited to celebrate Mrs. Wright.
We see it fitting to give her her dues while she's living so that she can appreciate it. And so as a staff, we decided Thanksgiving was the perfect time to do it and to say thank you for all she's done to this, for this institution and the students of this institution. So we just want to say a special thank you for her job in the educational field.
Megan Shepard, ZNS Network News.
Thanks, Megan. And it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas, and the West Grand Bahama District is already getting in on the fun. Residents turned out for the annual tree lighting and gospel concert this weekend. Kimberly Mullins was on hand for the festive occasion.
Christmas came early in the West Grand Bahama District this year. Pastor Simeon Oughton, students from schools and churches in the community participated in the program through song and dance under this year's theme, Share the Love. Minister of State for Finance, the Honorable Michael Halkitis, was on hand to bring remarks on behalf of the Member of Parliament for West Grand Bahama and Bimini and the Minister of Tourism, Obi Wolshcom, the Minister for Grand Bahama, Dr. Michael Darville, and the Minister of Youth, Sports and Culture, Dr. Danny Johnson.
We have had a very challenging year. It gives us time to reflect on the true meaning of this Christmas season. That is, God sending His Son to be amongst us, to dwell with us, and eventually to give His life for us so that we might be saved. And I think it gives us a wonderful opportunity to reflect on the true meaning of the season, and as we move out of the holiday season and into the new year, to make that resolution to share the love and to reflect in our lives every day the meaning of the season, peace on earth, goodwill toward men.
Administrator for the West Grand Bahama District, Brenda Colebrook, shared a message of love for this holiday season.
For many Christians around the world, today marks a new beginning, a time of reflection and inward evaluation. Today, we redouble our efforts to focus on our lives, where we were and where we are now. Another year has just about come and gone. As you look back to evaluate yourself, where do you fall on the measuring stick of brotherly love and compassion?
The Christmas tree was lit and a prayer for the nation was offered. The evening wrapped up on a high note with a performance by the Cooling Waters, gift distributions from Santa, and Junkanoo rush-outs by the Platinum Knights and the Western Star Titans. Kimberly Mullings, ZNS Network News.
Thanks, Kim. And now it is time to ask the doctor.
Hi, I'm Dr. Monique Pratt. Lula asks, my grandson just started a new school, and a few weeks later he came home with a scaly rash all over his body, including his hands and feet. I took him to the doctor and they told me he had scabies. How can I make sure this does not happen again? Thanks for your question, Lula. Dealing with scabies can be a nuisance. Scabies is an extremely itchy disorder that is usually passed on from person to person through close skin-to-skin contact. It is caused by a mite, which is a tiny insect called Sarcoptes scabiei. The skin contact has to be for about 15 to 20 minutes in order to get scabies, so you are therefore unlikely to catch it from just a simple handshake. There are a number of medications available, both pills and creams, to treat scabies. So to answer your question, Lula, in order to prevent reinfestation and spread to others, all persons that had close contact with someone infected with scabies should be treated at the same time. Wash all clothes, linens, and towels using hot soapy water, dry with high heat, and place them in a sealed plastic bag for a couple of weeks. This will starve the mites and they will eventually die. If you have a question about scabies or other skin rashes, please email askthedrbahamas@gmail.com. I'm Dr. Monique Pratt, and this has been Ask the Doctor.
Stay with us, Sabrina Brown, as a check on sports when we return.